Hey guys, I want to jump in before the video starts and give you a little bit of a caution. I screwed up the video angle on the camera, so when I'm taking or I'm recording video, I'm not getting all the area below me where you guys can see the numbers of what I'm digging. I apologize for that. It was not the intent to do that. I just wasn't paying attention. The angle was off. So throughout the video, it's going to be hard to see the numbers in the Manticore and what I'm digging, but I assure you, I think I talk about most of them, what the numbers are and what I'm seeing anyway, so just visualize it yourself. All right, let's get to the video. All right, guys, Scott here with the Mental Metal channel and mentalmetalDetecting.com. I don't know, I was having a brain fart or something. Hey, I got the Manticore here today. We have the new update on it, and we're going to play around with the update today at this new permission, or not new permission, but it's an old permission I like to come to and test machines and stuff. There's stuff in the ground, but a lot of the good stuff's been picked out. So the only thing left are the hard stuff, junk, trash, iron, and maybe a coin or two, but we'll see. But I'm really liking the update so far. I had it out a few times and been playing around with it on the red numbers and the stabilizer a little bit. I do like that. You don't have to run a lot of stabilizer to have some impact on the machine. So I think today what I'm going to do is I'm going to run a stabilizer of 1. That's what I've been using lately. And I'm not going to go too high with it. I think the higher you go, the more it does mess up. I wouldn't say mess up, but impacts the machine. So you got to be careful how much you use. So they even tell you not even to really use it if you don't need it. But I think it has some merit to use in like a junky place. So we're going to try it out and see if we can't pull something up. The ground's kind of high. They haven't mowed the grass here in a while. So put on your bug spray. You're going to get eaten alive if you don't. All right, let's get going. All right, hopefully you can see this. I have this in my truck, and of course it's going to go bonkers. But I did a video on how to walk through some of this stuff to get things turned on and where the stabilizers and stuff are. But I'll walk through it again real quick. Let's just turn down the sensitivity real fast here before we, before it goes completely crazy on me. Alright, so to get the red numbers turned on, you go up to your settings. You go all the way up to the general general settings. You want to hit your gear button. And then you'll see down at the bottom where it says Ferris indication. Right now I have it turned on. If you see the red numbers fully filled in red, that means you have it turned on. So, gosh, there's a huge glare going on. I'm trying to avoid the glare. So I have the red numbers turned on. Now to get to your stabilizer, it's under Ferris volume, and you go to stabilizer, and then you can hit edit. And right now mine's set at 4. We're going to reduce that to 1, but see how it says it's off, so I need to turn that on. So I'm going to run a stabilizer 1 with it on, and that's what we're going to start with. I'm going to use general, or I'm sorry, not general, but what am I going to use today? No, I'm not going to use any custom discrimination, in case you're wondering. I'm going to use all-terrain high conductors because I am looking for those high coin signals in here. We might try to do something else, but I think that's what I'm going to start with. All right, let's get going. All right, let's see if you can see this. Getting a lot of red. But I am getting a squeaker in here. 70, 81 in between the red. Let's try and dig that one. See what it could be. Let's see what we got here. It's right over here in the side. So it is a nail. So that's one nail, which is a relatively new nail, so I'm not too shocked about that one. But is there anything else in here? Let's check it with the machine just to make sure. Numbers were jumping, wasn't a solid. I don't hear any other squeakers in there. Let's go over it again just to make sure. So that nail got us on that one. It's one thing you gotta watch. You gotta watch the numbers. The numbers jumped from 77 to 81, and that's kind of another giveaway. So if you get some big jumps in your numbers, you may not want to dig that. So now I'm getting a signal here. Numbers are jumping all over the place again. And you see I'm getting some iron next to it. But there's a consistent high tone in there, so let's try and dig it and see if there's something there. I'm just learning the machine, learning the update. It's gonna take a little while to get used to it. Nothing is perfect. Well, that's down really deep, so, but I'm also seeing iron. So now what I might want to do, now that I have dug 2 iron targets that I didn't really want, but I'm glad I'm digging them, is I'm going to raise the stabilizer. So I'm going to jump the stabilizer up about 2 more notches and see if that cuts down on some of those nails. This is what you do. You test these things out and you make adjustments. So there's 2 nails I didn't want, but I'm okay with that. So I'm going to adjust my machine right now. I'm going to go up to volume, tones, stabilizer. I'm going to increase it to 4. And we're going to leave it there. I'm going to ground bound, I'm going to noise cancel again. Not sure you need to, but I think it's a good idea when you make those kind of changes. Alright, so let's do that. It's 5, 5. Alright. Oh, it's still going. Alright, we'll leave it at 5. Alright, so let's try this again. Let's try some more holes, and we'll get back to you. See if you can hear this, all the noise on the roads here, but this ground's just littered with stuff. These are all low tones in the teens, 10s. Most of these are junk. I have not started digging the low tones because I know most of it's gonna be crap. But I am listening for that subtle high tone in between there. I have raised my reactivity up to 6. I think when the new coils come out, the M8 will help a lot too with these kind of situations. And it'll be good for the water, stream fishing or stream hunting. And again, when to get the red numbers, you got to be in all metal mode. So I am in all metal mode as well. So there's a couple ways you can hunt with this setup. You can turn the all metal off, and when you get a high squeaker, you can turn it back on and double check it. But I like running all metal. and then you can hear everything. Some people don't like that though. So I'm not expecting too much in this piece of the property, so we're gonna move over to the other side. And I got a gas well right there, so let's go over to the other side and go to the infamous sidewalk and see if we can find something over there. All right, so this one I have all metal turned off, so I'm coming along and I get a little bit of a high squeaker. Numbers are kind of jumping around. I got 3 targets painted on the 2D display. So would you dig this? So let's double check it now with the all metal mode to see how much iron's in there. So I see a little bit in there. So the question is, would you dig this or not? I probably would not. But then again, the numbers are staying pretty close to the about 77, 78. There might be a penny lurking down in there. So let's try and dig it anyway. See what we get. That was a tough one. Most people probably wouldn't dig that. I probably wouldn't myself. But let's see if it's masking something down there with this new update. Maybe the update's gonna pull it out, who knows? Or could be just another, could be another nail. But it's down there deep. It was a somewhat faint signal. Let's keep going here. Alright, I'm gonna have to extract a little more dirt, so I'll turn you on here in a minute. I don't know if you can see that down in there, but there's something down there green. Let's see if we can pop it out with a big shovel. Hopefully it's not some electric line. Alright, I think I can get it. There it is. Big old piece of copper pipe, but it was not iron. So that was giving us a clue there was something else down there. Well, like I said, I probably would have dug that, but it didn't lie. So there you go. All right, Manticore, good job for that one. Next one. Okay, so I think I got a good one here to try. There is a high squeaker in there, right there. 80, 81, probably a dime. But right next to it, there's some iron. But right in the middle, that's why I think you need to like not pay attention so much to the 2D display and just start pay attention to the way things are reading on the numbers. Now, I'm not a numbers guy and I don't want to look down every time I get a high tone, but if I'm in a place like this, I may want to do that. So I'm in the sandy soil now. Let's see if it's actually going to be a coin this time. Where are you? Maybe it's not a coin. Maybe it's something else. Am I blind or what? Is it this thing? What the heck is this? It is this thing right here. What is that? I don't know what that is. That couldn't be the target. Alright, there's something else in here. We'll put that right there. That's a piece of iron. What is this? Is that it? This might be it. Nope, that's plastic. There's a lot of stuff in here. There's a target here. Oh, and there's the coin. Check it out. That is going to be a dime. Just like the machine said. Now, there's also another target over here. Could this be another piece of iron, perhaps? Yep, I think it is. Probably the other piece to this little piece. 2 pieces of iron in there, and that dime. So, and there's still something else in here. I'll just dig them all out. Alright, well, I think you guys get the idea. There's just little shards of iron in there. But we got that dime. We'll go over it again just to make sure. I'm happy with that. That is by the sidewalk, just for you guys who follow this channel. And I'm getting no repeatable high tone anymore. Alright. That was a good target. That was a good good presentation of how the stabilizer might be helping this machine now. There's another high tone. This one's jumping around a little bit more. If you can't see it on the screen, it's jumping from like yeah, I'm not getting it as good now. I would probably not dig that one. Well, there's a 70, 69. Right on the money. But I don't hear any iron around that. I doubt that's going to be anything good. Probably junk. We'll try it out though. Why not? Oh, back in the gravel. Ooh, that's not a good plug. Not even close. Let's see if I got it. All right, right there. No idea what that is. Is that a coin? I believe it is. Or is it another? Is it a button? No, it's a coin. Modern penny. But that was kind of low for a modern penny, but that's alright. 2 coins in this crazy terrain. Alright, I got another interesting one here. I'm in all metal mode. Getting a high squeaker right there. That might be a quarter. But around it, I'm getting all this iron. Right in the middle of it, I'm not. Look at the display. You can't go by that display, I don't think, anymore. I don't think I trust it. We're digging that for sure. That could be a quarter. Oop. We'll wait for a second until I answer my phone. I'll be right back. Alright, so the phone call was from Fort Bedford themselves. If you guys are looking for a metal detector, here's a simple plug for them. Give John or Zach a call. Check out their website. We're just talking about a future dig coming up, so stay tuned for that. Alright, so I suspect there could be a quarter in here based on what I heard. I think I might have just saw it. Is it right here? Nope, that was a rock. Alright, so let's try to see if it's in here. Iron all around it. Well, that might be iron up in there. But that's the only thing I hear. I don't hear anything to plug. Alright, let's dig that out. See what it could be. Well, maybe not. It's making me a little concerned being that far back in. I thought I would dug it pretty good. Please don't be iron. I have a lot of confidence in this one. Where are you? What are you? Where are you? What are you? Is it in here? Hmm? Something hard right there. I don't think it's gonna be what I thought it was. What is it? That's not it either. Oh, I think it's iron, for crying out loud. Yep, it's gonna be a nail. I think I got fooled on that one. There it is. Oh, you know why? Look, it has a washer on it. That's probably why I was getting that good tone. Well, let's see, it could be something in that plug. I don't know yet. Let's double check it with the machine. But if that's the case, I'm okay with that. Don't hear anything. Oh, listen. It's still in there, folks. So I just got a big honking nail out of there. And I still got a good target in there. That's exciting. If this happens to be a coin, I think the verdict is going to be out on this new update. Man, it must be down there because I can't even hear it with the pinpointer. Alright, let's go. I'm going in deep. Alright, sounds like it's down here. Get my little shovel out. Alright, this is getting ridiculous. Right there. Something blue down there. I wonder if that's it. What is it? Little piece of another piece of iron right there. That can't be it. It might have been. That's a shovel. Man, that's disappointing. Let's see if it's still in there. It's still in there. Better pinpoint it. So towards the back. Maybe I just missed it. Let's try to take a little more out on this side. Alright, let's see. Oop. Must have been right on the edge. Look at that, look at that, look at that. It is a coin, I think. A very green penny. Yep, that is a penny. That is going to be a modern penny, but we found that penny in there, buried with a big nail and 2 pieces of little iron. I think the update is kicking butt. I don't know about you guys, but I think that is pretty amazing. That was a quarter, but I probably was getting a false reading because of the washer on the nail and the other coin being in the hole. So there you go. That's a good win for the Manticore in that one. Alright, I'm getting another good tone here. 8081. I don't have all metal turned on yet. Let's investigate it. There is some iron around, but not too far away. That just sounds like a deep signal. Let's try to pinpoint it real quick. Damn. Right there. All right, what's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? There's a big worm right there. Ooh, the very end of the plug. Ooh, he's right here. Right there. Gonna be a dime. All right, good target on the sidewalk. All right, here's a good 50. Oh, it was a 50. Oh, there it is. I'm in all metal, so I'm not seeing any. I'm actually getting 60, 61, 62, depending on how you hit it. Not getting any iron, but the 2D display is a little weird. Maybe it's a ring. All right, what's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? heard. Oh, right there. Oh, it's gonna be a folded over pop tab or soda tab. All right. Well, now we know what those are. Won't dig anymore. There's plenty of them in here. Sometimes the 50 signals make me want to dig them. That was sort of in the 60s, but jumping around a little bit. Next hole. All right, right next to that hole, I'm getting another good signal. Very faint, hitting in the 90s. But I don't see any red. There's some red up here. But right there, it's really faint. Just jump around a little bit, 98, 97. Well, I don't know about this one. I'm gonna have to dig pretty deep for this. Alright, I don't think I can go any deeper than that. Like I said, that one jumped around quite a bit, but it could be a nail, could be fooled. You gotta dig those ones though. And I do see a nail down there. I thought I saw a nail. Yeah, right there it is. So there's the nail. Is there anything else in there? Sounds like there's something right there. Maybe. Alright, there's something in here. Another nail, another small one. So let's double check it. Make sure. Oh, that's falsy. I don't hear anything else. Let's double check it with the machine just to make sure. Nope. Nothing. So that one got us, but that one there was real deep sounding and jumped around a little bit. But it's better to investigate those ones than to pass up a masked silver coin. Next hole. Alright, here's a tough one to make the call. You make the call, tell me what you would do. There's iron there. And then you're getting an 84, 87, 85. Would you dig that? You should, just to find out whether it is or isn't. I'm gonna. But if you didn't dig it, you're gonna see what you missed. In part of the driveway now, so it's gonna be a little bit getting me in there. Alright, I think we got it. Alright, what's it gonna be? Coin or nail? Well, so far, nothing. Let's see what it sounds like now with the machine. Maybe I missed it. Might be in the plug. Or it could be over there. It's back here. Don't worry, we'll make it look good. This is a driveway anyway. I was way off, man. Should do a better job of pinpointing next time. Uh-oh. Is it another nail? I think it is. Curved nail. Big old head on it. The curved nails will get you. So make sure there's nothing else in there before I plug it up all together. Just make sure. Oh, nothing hurt. So if you didn't dig that one, if you chose not to dig that, then you made the right choice. Me, I like to investigate high tones like that, but it was jumpy. Just got to make the call. All right, I got a squeaker in here. It's gonna be hard for you to hear it with the road noise and the fact that my speaker doesn't work, but I have it on all metal. Numbers are jumping from 98 to 91, 96. I'm not hot. I don't have a high optimistic, feeling about this one. There is iron around it. It's just very broken. But I'm gonna dig it anyway, because it is indicating there might be some non-ferrous item in there. And so that's the whole idea. Giving me a clue. So I don't hear it in the hole. I think it's in the plug somewhere. Yep, it's over here. So this one is gonna be a nail, so I'm not surprised. That one looked really questionable. In the future, I probably wouldn't dig that if it was jumping around that much. I think that is it for that hole too. So there you go. I'm just showing you guys what, how to use your machine and this new feature with the stabilizer. That one had some jumpy numbers. If numbers are jumping like that and you get a little bit of red bouncing around it, maybe not a good idea to dig it. Let's see if we can find a better one, a better example. All right, here's a potential good one. See if you can hear it with the headphones. Again, my speaker's not working for some reason. Not sure what's happening there, but the number's jumping a little bit. 93, 92, 95, 97. It's very faint, it's very deep. Now that's with all metal off. Let's turn it on, see if we're getting any iron around it. So we are. So that's one of the ones you got to kind of determine whether you dig it or not. I probably wouldn't dig this one, but we're going to dig it anyway. It's just jumping all over the place. And the iron is showing up. So I wouldn't probably dig this. But I'm gonna dig it anyway just to prove something here. Whether I prove I'm wrong or right, or we'll see. I do know that it was deep, and I can see it right now. No, that's the root, so that's good. That was a piece of wire. So I don't hear anything. Maybe it's in this clump. Nope. Maybe it's under this rock. Nope. All right, let me find it, and I'll turn the camera back on. All right, I took some more out of the hole, and it's right in here. So it's pretty deep, but it's off to the side. That doesn't give me a good feeling. So we're pretty close. Yeah, I think it's gonna be a nail. Yep, I can see it. Not a good target. Gonna be a nail. A big one too. Well, that was that. So I probably wouldn't have dug that on normal circumstances, but I just want to show you that's what they look like when they're iffy. All right, I got a good signal here. I'll pull my headphones down so you can hopefully hear it. $81, $82, probably a dime. Let's turn on all metal and see what's around it. All right, so I don't see a lot of iron. I mean, there's some over here. That seems... numbers are jumping a little bit, so that makes me a little concerned. I don't know. This one's iffy. Oh. This one can go either way. All right, let's see. Well, I thought that was iron, but it's not. It's just a rock. So right here, get my little shovel out. Oh, pinpointer, you were just over exaggerating. I think I saw it. I think it is a little piece of iron. Yep, iron nail. So there you go. I think that was the only thing in there. But again, the numbers are jumping significantly after I went over it again, and that was the giveaway for me. Probably would have steered clear of that. But at first it looked like they were staying pretty close together, 80, 81. Not so much. Yeah, that's it. All right, I think that's gonna be the last hole. All right, guys, we are done today. It got really hot really fast. I'm out here a couple hours in between phone calls from Fort Bedford. John called and just want to let you guys know, if you're looking for a Manticore, he's got them in stock. So for all you guys out there that sold your Manticores, I'm not sure you did the right thing, but that's your call. I get it. A lot of guys are frustrated with the machine, but I think this new update gives it a little bit more hope. I'm pretty impressed with some of the things I saw today. I ran my stabilizer up to 4 after I dug a few nails or a couple nails in the beginning. That seemed to cut a lot of those nails out. I did find a couple coins that were in between some iron objects. I've videotaped that for you. Hey guys, the video cut out really quick on me there for the end, so I didn't have a big recap to give you on the hunt. But I did find like over $2 and no, I did not find over $2. That was the other hunt. I did find a couple coins and dug some nails and dug some pull tabs and things like that. Now, I purposely dug those nails. I think almost every one of those or one of those digs was that I dug a nail. I pretty much knew it was going to be a nail just by the way the machine was acting. Um, the word of advice I have for you guys out there using the new update, um, if you're getting signals that are jumping around a lot with their target IDs, you see them jumping more than like 2 numbers at a time, they're all over the place, probably going to be a nail. I don't know if I would dig it. I dug those in the video just to show you that I thought it was going to be a nail. Most of them were. I think I got fooled by one of them. You also saw in the beginning of the video where I actually only had the stabilizer running at 1, and I bumped it up to 4. And that took away a lot of the falsing for me, even though I told you I knew they were probably nails. I dug them anyway, but that was enough for me to probably not dig those. I probably could increase the stabilizer up another 1 or 2 numbers, and probably wouldn't hurt me. But I don't like to use a lot of that stuff. If I can just get enough of it to show me that it's a nail or whatever, or I can hear the signal and tones and tell me something's really weird about that, then I'll probably just go as little as I can with the stabilizer. But I love the update. I think the update is exactly what that machine needed. I'm having a hard time now figuring out what I want to use when I go out. You know me, I love the days too, but I'm really starting to like that Manticore again. So, that's all I really got to say. And again, apologize for the camera angle. I wish I would have had that right to give you guys some of the numbers you could see in the video, but I just wasn't paying attention. It happens, but I don't want to waste the video because there is some good stuff in there. So that's all I got to say about that. Sorry, and we'll see you again in the next Mental Metal video. See ya.